deal with airplane peanuts.
If you want to come to Austin, Texas, to play one-on-one,
Not again.
I will donate $50,000 to the charity of your choice if you win. But if I win, you have to make your Instagram public for a year. And you have to post an apology video that I approve of. So the choice is yours. Do you want to give $50,000? Whatever weather charity? Do you want to play ball? Come on down, man. 1-on-1, 2-11 by ones, old school. And, it'll be recorded, it'll be shot, but you'll have your shot. You can be real funny during it, and total destruction by you. So let's see what you got. I think you're too much of a fucking pussy, and you won't do it, but the choice is yours.
2 weeks ago, we posted a video summarizing the ongoing Tom Segura versus Erie, Pennsylvania beef that has taken the podcast world by storm. Since then, a lot more has transpired between Tom and the local Erie Weatherman. So in today's video, we're diving back into Segura versus Erie, but this time with some all new information. Real quick before we get started on that, Happy New Year and welcome back to the Joke World Comedy Update. Every single Monday, bringing you all the comedy news that you need to know from your favorite comedians and your favorite podcasts. It's a sports center for comedy. So if you want to stay in the comedy loop, be sure to subscribe to Joke World right now. Go follow us on Instagram for some even more comedy content in your life, and download this episode on Spotify or Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts, to support the show.
It's so fun to shit on a place. I mean, I hate Erie, Pennsylvania so much.
Erie, Pennsylvania.
Such a fucking dump. A bunch of losers. It's a depressed town with a depressed economy. And if you live there, you know you're a fucking zero.
If you still haven't watched our original video summing up the saga between Tom Segura and Erie, Pennsylvania, I don't know what you're doing. We're going to link it up right here so you can watch it real quick, then come back to this video. But long story short, he made some jokes on Two Bears, One Cave at Erie's expense, and the town took it very hard. They went crazy. They were playing it on the news. They interviewed their local mayor about it. I guess he's not a local mayor, it's just their mayor. They interviewed their mayor about it, but no one took it harder than their local weatherman, David Walters.
The weatherman gets in his little quip, which is it's kind of a staple of local broadcasts, right? Where they kind of go between the anchor and the news guy.
I heard for Tom, the reason he's so mad is because he wasn't voted in the top 10 of the sexiest bald men alive. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay. So he burned me hard on that one. And then I got notified that he would, first thing he did was he posted about this, right? And he tells everybody, to those who follow me because of the weather, you might be noticing a lot of weird comments. It's apparently a result of Tom Segura Hates Erie. That was about a month back. I made a funny comment about Tom. Word got out to his fan base. So then they are swarming my social media accounts with a bunch of his sayings. The posts were comical for 24 hours, but that's about it. If you have a legit weather question,
That's my favorite.
just DM me and I will answer it. Please don't post in the comment section. All right. Well, that's going to change. For sure. Today's one of the biggest travel days of the year, but for the Tom Segura, and then he put in caps, basement club. So now he thinks he's really jabbing them, The walk up the stairs to your parents' rent-free kitchen should be easy enough. If you need some work, I hear the Falcon Heart. So who's awesome? Not Tom. So now he's just trying to, insult all, lump them in as all basement. Here's the thing. Most of them didn't know about this, but now they all will. So, and here's the thing about them. It doesn't matter where you go. You can start new social media, wherever it is, whatever you want to call yourself. You got a whole new group of people following you.
Good luck.
And leaving you comments for the rest of your fucking career.
Since all this has aired, David Walters actually made his Instagram public again, and his comment section is an absolute bloodbath. If you have a legit weather question, I definitely recommend checking out David Walters' comment section. At one point, he was begging to come on your mom's house, play Tom one-on-one in basketball, to which now Tom has actually accepted to play him one-on-one, but with some additional stakes and terms of his own.
He puts the gif of me, breaking my shit. He goes, I've decided instead of being on YMA Studios, I want to play Tom Segura in a game of hoops. I'll wear jeans too, high and tight. And then underneath it, he puts, it will be total destruction by me. I'll take you up on that. And here's what I'll do. If you want to come to Austin, Texas, to play one-on-one,
Not again.
I will donate $50,000 to the charity of your choice if you win. You can name any charity and I'll give them 50 grand. But if I win, you have to make your Instagram public for a year. and you have to post an apology video that I approve of.
Since Tom issued this challenge, there's yet to be an official response from the Weatherman. But with all this going on, Tom versus Erie, the comedy world altogether, I thought it would make sense to talk to someone with boots on the ground in Erie, Pennsylvania, who also has ties to the comedy world. So we were able to reach out to a local Erie comedian, Jerry Nielsen, to shed some light on this ongoing drama. I guess start off just by asking you what the general vibe has been like in Erie since all of this started happening. Are people pissed? Do they think it's cool that a famous comedian's talking about your city? How are people been responding to this whole thing since it started?
All the old people who would like Erie really don't like Tom Segura right now. All the really relevant people, like who's going to get out of Erie, totally agrees with Segura. I mean, Erie just kind of sucks as a whole. My grandma watches the local news, and she told me that he's very mad at Segura. He
Still?
takes a lot of pride. Yeah, he takes a lot of pride in this city. I think it's really all he has is reporting weather in Erie. You know, it's to give him. I mean, you got to give it up. It's a good town to report weather in. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff happening here, but yeah, I think he's actually like kind of mad.
Yeah, it seems that way. And I'm from Northeast Ohio, which is it's very close to Erie, so I know. You know, I feel like I know exactly what it's like there, and I get both stances. Like a reasonable person would be like, yeah, I'm like where I'm from. I have some sort of pride in it, but there's way better places out there. And what Tom was saying is funny. So if it's funny, you know, which leads me into my next question. As a comedian and an Erie resident, you're kind of in the middle of this whole thing. Seems like you have more of a nuanced stance on it. But what have you had any thoughts of like, I want to side with my town or I want to side with the comedian here?
We were thinking about doing a clapback video at Tom, and then, you know, I think what really made this a big deal was Joe Rogan being there as well, you know.
Did you hear about that challenge? And do you think that your weatherman should accept that? Can he hoop? Do you know? What do you think you should do there?
It'd be good for his name to accept the challenge. If he wanted to get out of Erie, you know, I think he would accept the challenge, but I think ultimately he's not going to accept that. You know, it'd be cool if Tom came here and did that, you know, helped out I was saying like he could help out the local comedy scene here, you know, but you know, we can only be hopeful.
This can be a strange time of year for most professions, in between Christmas and New Year's, where there's really not a lot going on, and that also applies to comedy. Usually we have a lot more to cover on the Joke World Comedy Update, but many of our favorite comedians and podcasts decided to take a well-deserved holiday break this year, and instead of posting their regular scheduled programs, uploaded a Best of 2022 highlight reel.
It's time to B-A-T-T-L-E buds.
Walden was one of the big time. Joe, you gotta cover your mouth.
I'm sorry.
I mean, in normal life, but in these times, you're just blowing it out into everybody in front of you.
I'm sorry. I went over that way. I got nervous that I was going to. There was a lot.
Do this.
There was a lot going on.
You just shot it right into the air.
No, I didn't. There was no snot expel. I got a little nervous. I got nervous that I was.
Take us through it. What happened? When did you get nervous? At what point?
I just panicked that I was going to sneeze your way. So then I turned, and then I was going to cover my face. And then I was like, "What if I get something on my hand?" Then I touched on my, and I was like,
"But if you don't get something on your hand, that means."
And I was like, "Nobody's over there. That's a clear."
But you didn't know if you were going to get something on your hand. So rather you get it on the carpet.
I knew I wasn't going to get anything onto the carpet. I don't know. I just panicked. Leave me alone.
Now, I know everyone subscribing to this channel is a big fan of compilations, obviously, so I have the full list for you here. Every podcast that's posted a Best of 2022 episode on YouTube, starting off with Flagrant, Are You Garbage, Chrissy Chaos Patreon, Hey Babe, The Honeydew, and Burtcast. Guest spots from last week: Your Mom's House had on Josh Wolf, Two Bears, One Cave was Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert, Whiskey Ginger had on Rachel Feinstein, Kill Tony had on Ron White, Flagrant uploaded their Best of 2022 moments, and Bad Friends uploaded an episode from The Vault.
Today is a special day. As you guys know, we took a little bit of a break, but I have rescued from The Vault an episode that was discarded early this year. I had to do a little surgery on it, but you guys will let me know if you find it funny. Andrew and Bobby don't know that this is gonna be out, so hopefully we don't lose our jobs after this.
Yeah, this was one that I think was said not to be released.
Exactly.
But we needed an episode, and we didn't want to have to record one real fast with the guys. They'll get mad that we messed up. So
right,
we're just gonna put this one out for y'all.
This past weekend in Theo Von was a solo episode. The Joe Rogan Experience had on Brian Redband, which is always a classic. We Might Be Drunk talk with Sebastian. The Honeydew had on Josh Wolf. And Tiger Belly had on Rudy Jules from Bad Friends. As far as new stand-up specials go heading into 2023, Andrew Santino Cheeseburger comes out in 8 days. That'll be on Netflix January 10th. Very excited for Andrew Santino's new special. We'll definitely do a video recapping fans' reactions to that one, so keep an eye out for that. Orny Adams has the new hour out on YouTube right now called Takes the Third, and Netflix put out a best stand-up moments from 2020 montage on their platform. But if you're interested in the top 5 specials from 2022, the top 5 comedy stand-up specials from 2022, go check out our latest video on Joke World. That's the real list. That does it for this episode of the Joke World Comedy Update, the first episode of 2023. Thank you so much for the support last year, keeping up with the comedy news. It's been really fun reporting on all this comedy news. So thank you to everyone who subscribed and liked and commented, interacted with these videos so far. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram and fill out the form in the bio if you want any of these free stickers. If you've DM'd us for stickers in the past and have not received them, it's because you need to go fill out the form in the bio now. The DMs are too full to manage, which is a fucking awesome thing. Thank you guys so much. I love you for the support and I just love you for everything, I guess. But I got very intimate at the end of this one. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time with the news. Try not to laugh. Dan Soder coming out on Wednesday. Turn your post notifications on. It's going to be a good one.
By the way, to the fans, please, serious weather questions.